Hello everyone and welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. This week it's Vae Victus, or To the Victor Goes the Spoils. It's a very intriguing and intense carving that I did, and I'm very proud of it. My name is Jeff Moore, and I'm the Northwoods Carver. Thanks for seeing what I saw. Well, I feel like I should not speak through this, but I'm going to. I have to explain. This is all lamination, and I had to take existing pieces and dissect them so that they would fit on this current one. Those are all laminated beams to create the big body of the bird. That is the bird itself, the new body. And here's some of the wing images. Those were made out of 6x6s, as you can see. There's my beautiful wife and horsing around with some feathers. And here I am making the flat so that I could place that on top of the back of a flat that I was going to create for the big bird. Not for Big Bird, but for the big bird. As you can see, there's some scalloped wings. I just wanted it to be kind of dramatic. I wasn't shooting for realism. I just wanted it to be dramatic and somewhat artistic, obviously. And it just kind of shows the process. So I had to create a block that was at the right angle, take those wings that were flat on the bottom, and attach it to said block at those angles. And here are the splash pieces, randomly carved. I want to say that I had to attach those at different, you can see in the back, this is where I'm flattening out the tail to attach that, and there had to be feet with a fish attached, as you can see the cutout of the fish and how it was going to meet up with the This was the most complicated thing I think I have ever carved, ever. And these images are moving by quickly, so I'm just going to slow my roll. This is Chet, and he was my helper for a while. He really did a great job sanding everything down. He's a professional lumberjack by trade. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Anyway, there's me. I'm a professional, I don't know, whatever this is, whatever I'm doing, I'm getting paid to do this, so I guess I'm a professional, right? Good enough. There is the textured musky and the scalloped underside of the wings. As you can see, the build-up, those are all 6x6s laminated, and it just kind of building up, and you can like layer them like I don't know, like glued blocks, basically. I don't want to say Legos, because Legos don't attach from the side that I know of. Of course, I'm old. Things might be different. But I guarantee you can't get Legos to do this. And did I mention this was the toughest thing I had ever carved? I'm going to stop trying to explain things. Of course, that's how I feel still, right there. See that guy? That's me, still. Just trying to make sense of things in this menagerie of photos. There's probably, I think I had 400 images or more that I had to siphon through and blend in and zoom in, zoom out. It's crazy, but here you can see me just doing a little undercutting. It was, when you do something like this and you have all these appendages, right? So and they all have to spire upwards, and gravity has to take effect, right? So the top pieces are going to be at a less angle than the bottom pieces. So as the water gets bigger and falls, those pieces are at a lesser angle. A lesser angle. And as you can see, it all had to make sense. And the waves are actually those pictures that I showed you of those individual random wave cutouts, there was probably 4 times that I had to do. And then I had to make flats for them. And as I gouged everything out, as you can see, I had to gouge inward and then leave those flats on the extremities, if you can understand that, to attach. And so I had to gouge, pull the wave, gouge more, put a wave back on, gouge more, and so I had to take them on and off probably 100 times, every single one of them, so I can get to this. And then at the bottom, I had to put in reeds and water exploding, and the reeds I had some certain reeds that were going through the waves, so they would come up and look like they're bursting, like the waves were surrounding them 100%, and as it would be if it really happened, which it never did. I'm denying it. It never happened. This did, but I don't know. Maybe this has happened. It was just a pretty extraordinary vision. One of the guys the guy that I carved this for was actually a huge musky fisherman, so it really helped having him there explaining, because I knew how much he loved it, and I just wanted to have like the most extreme version of what's the most epic thing you could think of on when you're musky fishing. This would be it. Okay, so just imagine you're out on the boat, right? You and your buddy or buddies, and you're just having a nice cold one, blowing the froth off a few, and you see this huge eagle coming down real close to the boat, skimming over the top of the water, and all of a sudden, right by the reeds, it grabs this thing and starts flopping its wings. Whatever it is big, right? And it's flying away with this, what looks like a giant walleye. Well, that's exactly what it's doing. And it's trying to bank into the wind to get some lift, because this walleye is really heavy. And because it's a big one. And then you see this rush, a surge under the water, and then all of a sudden an explosion. And this massive 6-foot musky jumps out of the water, leaping, exploding the water, obviously in every direction. And the bird, the eagle, the predator, the king of the sky, right, and the king of the water, the freshwater king, just meet in midair. And I think my money, it's on the musky. Because if he gets a hold of that thing, he's taking them both in the water. So either way, it's a clash of the titans, the titans of air and water. Pretty cool. And then the explosion and all the detail. It's pretty fun. It was a lot of fun to carve it. And I'm trying to be done explaining this thing, because there's so many slides and it's moving so quickly. I'll just say that this was the most complex carve that I've ever done. Ever. I've done some dandies in the past. But honestly, I really, really, truly wanted to prove to this customer, that this is probably going to be the best way to go, and that I tried to explain that I can build up, build out, and just do crazy things with lamination, because it's all addition before the subtraction. You're not just stuck with a log. And so that's kind of the direction I went. And I'm just starting to lay in the pea soup. So this was my base coat. I did 3 or 4 coats of this base. It was just like a slime green. I wasn't real particular. I wasn't going to do a bunch of coats. A bunch of different colors of green. I just wanted to hit it with that. That was going to be my base. Normally I use black, but because this is water, I figured I'd just put some of this in. As you can see, things are coming alive. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. This comes to that time in the video where I have to say, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. I don't want to do that, but if you could, that'd be great, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate you sticking around to the end. I'm Jeff Moore, and thanks for seeing what I saw.